Welcome to episode 5 of my docu-series about Stony, Stratford Town FC. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Newport development, showing some pre-match warm-ups, and getting exclusive interviews, and of course, showing the game itself. So, make sure you stick around to the end to make sure you don't miss any of that. But before we get into it, I want to say a big thank you to everyone at Stony Stratford for having me, and letting me make this docu-series, and thank you to Newport development for letting me film the game, letting me get in the ground early, and for free. Big up for that, and letting me talk to their manager as well. But yeah, before we continue, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let's get on with it. Before we jump into it, we need to rewind to Tuesday, which is the 15th of April. I wasn't able to attend because it was a ridiculous 6:30 PM kickoff time, and I couldn't be getting there in time and then have food as well. Anyway. Stony made a 23-mile trip over to Tottenham Football and Social Club with a depleted squad of only 13 people, and were beaten 3-0 with Tottenham scoring 2 and hitting the bar twice in the first half. It's these kinds of games that should be played on Saturdays, say the game tomorrow at Caddington, and Newport development and MK reserve should be played on the Tuesdays, but I don't make the fixtures list, I suppose. Before we talk about the history of Newport development, we're going to very quickly recap Stony Stratford Town's history. Stony Stratford Sports, founded in 1898, and have a long history of participating in local regional leagues, as you may know by now. Following World War II, the team won North Buxton District Football League Division 2 and went on to join the South Midlands League. The team with the most to the Premier Division of North Hampshire Combination League after winning many divisions, including the Premier Division. They re-entered the Spartan South Midland League and continued to play in the Intermediate Division until 2017. During the 2020-21 season, the club enrolled in the development squad in the 4th Division of North Buxton District League. After winning 3 back-to-back titles, they were promoted to Spartan South Midland League Division 2, and they're currently in their 2nd season. With all that said and done, let's talk about Newport development. There's no history page or Wikipedia forum, so this was pulled from a lot of different sources. Hopefully it's mainly right. The club has existed since 1971, but when records began in 2001, the club were in the reserve division of United Counties League. They remained there for over 20 years until they took the step up from playing nothing but reserve sides to playing actual football sides. In 2023, they moved to Spartan South Midland League Division 2, where under the tenureship of the current first team manager, Cameron Agnew, the club finished 5th. For a young group of lads making some of their first steps in men's football, it was a very commendable finish, and they are sitting 10th at the time of me writing this, so they are going to pose a tough test. Anyway, the Devs are probably one of the best grounds in Division 2, bar for MK reserves who play at Manor Fields. They have 3 covered terraces with 2 seated stands either side. They also have the Steve Dart Terrace, which is an all-standing terrace behind the goal closest to the entrance. The ground has a capacity of 2,000 with 100 seats, making it one of the biggest grounds in all of Spartan South Midland Football League. The ground is also very well known for the graffiti on the outside of the ground that spells NPTFC, which you will see in the warm-up clips. It is also known as the home of former Lioness Leah Williamson, who recently opened a pitch on the club's land, which bears her name. Before we get on to the match, let's take a look at how the Devs are currently doing this season so far. They're currently sitting in 9th with nothing left to play for this season. They've won 9, drawn 9, lost 10 with an almost perfect mid-table record. The biggest win this season was when they made a trip to MK Central to play MK College. And with 25 people at the game, the Devs beat the college 6-1, just 4 games into the season. The biggest loss was a 6-1 loss just 2 weeks later, away to Bovingdon as 100 people saw the hammering. The clubs were pretty boring, in all honesty, as the Berks and Bucks FA County Cup, they beat Winslow Development 4-2 on penalties after 1-1 draw, but the next one they faced Mainhead Town away, and after another 1-1 draw, they lost 5-4 on penalties. Basically ended the cup run as soon as it started, but in the Division 2 Cup they were awarding the away walkover against Huntington under-23s, as they withdrew from the league within about 10 games. The next round saw another 1-1 draw, this time away to Sarat, but this time won 5-4 on penalties. But in the semi-final, 106 people saw them lose 2-0 to Caddington at home. They never entered the Gladwish Challenge Trophy as their development side, and they were excluded from that competition. But yeah, going into the game, they've only won once in the last 5, but it was an emphatic 4-0 win to Sarat. The last game was away at Amesbury United, but it was abandoned after 5 minutes due to the rain, so they should be well rested coming into this game. And it will definitely be a tough test. I imagine both sides being useful, but Stony in better form. Stony will probably win 2-1 or 3-2. I've already seen the game, I've already been there. I am wrong. I am very wrong. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the game. straight into the action with a corner. Very nearly goes in. So the camera messing around there, finger in the way. But a shot well held from the Newport keeper. Straight into the action today. But it's just a direct hand down there. Ball moving upfield. Would like to say before anything else really happens, thank you to Brad Watson for dropping me off and picking me up for this game. Much appreciated. Just see, pop shot there, just went out. Not really a whole lot happening here, but it's a Stony free kick. Can they make anything of it? Obviously, you know the score. You know that nothing. Stony didn't really get a whole lot right. Just see Dan's bottom half over there. That didn't really tilt the camera correctly. But ball in. Nicely held there from the Newport keeper. Good save down low. Just tracking back here. Good bit of defending from the number 3. Just see he's marking Abdul in there. Abdul wasn't really much of a threat this game, unfortunately. Normally a lot more threatening up front, especially on last Saturday. Keeper just put a hat on there because the sun was beaming. That person on the front post there, that is Beckett's brother, Nico Mountford Hill. Beckett is on the bench for Stony at the moment. Stony got on the attack then. Nice curling shot there from Langford. Just curls away from that top corner though. See, not really a whole lot happening, just resetting, keeper's got his goal kick. See, about 85 people here today, which is a really nice attendance for, especially for a Devs game. But, can't lie, it was a lovely day for football. But it was a bit windy, which may have took away from the occasion a little bit. It was a bit chilly at times. Hence why everyone's got jackets, other than Dan, who's in shorts and t-shirt as per. That man would wear shorts and t-shirt if it was snowing, hailing and winds of 100 miles an hour. Lovely ball in there, just headed away by the Newport defence. But Stony on the attack again. Was called offside there from Rothwell. Just straying. Happened a few times this game. It's just lazy. It was in the warm up as well. It was all just a little bit lethargic today, really. Nothing really happening here. Lovely bird flying in there. Things you love to see. You can see at the back there, Stony playing out. Hit a very hopeful ball forward. Abdul knocks it. Can he make it? Absolutely not. Thrown out by the Newport goalkeeper as Stony mount another attack. Free kick for Newport. Taken quickly, plays out. Just see right over by a dugout there. Not really a whole lot happening at the moment. Big block there down from Stony down the other end. You just see Newport. Newport. Stony out on the back here. Just travelling with it. Newport on the ball again though. Brilliant save by Adam. So down there, Newport's got a corner. It's a bit of bottle flipping there on the bench by Beckett. None of it really sticks, as you can see. Getting close every time though. Another fail. Lands that one though. Stony got dispossessed there. Nice save there by Adam. Going level with you. I don't know why some of this footage is included. It's not really a whole lot was happening. But Newport do get another corner. It's a bit more bottle flipping now on the bench. Beckett trying to duplicate what he did earlier. Makes it 2-0. 2-0 Beckett. See Newport just tracking back here. Scrambling, catches it. Big catch out from the Newport keeper. Wasn't really a whole lot for him to do this game, to be honest, although he definitely does make a name for himself. Just playing it up on the back there. So Henry Rothwell takes his place on the bench. I believe he is injured. To Adam, who is also injured at the moment, as I believe this was his last game. See Dan giving some orders there. Newport are once again in control of the ball. Just really show the dominance Newport had. Just no one could really get near him. Big hit there by the keeper. You couldn't get near Newport. Stony was just so off the pace today. I think this extended highlight really does show. Yeah, all this footage might not be like the most exhilarating content in the world, but it does really just show how in control Newport were. Basically from minute one, taking a 1-0 lead. And you can just see that goal down there, puts it past Adam, no problem. It was as simple as he just cut through the defence. They should have had probably 3 or 4 by the half. Stony were lucky to be 1-0 down, which is a strange phrase considering last time you saw them they were winning 6-0 Bovingdon. But that 3-0 loss in midweek to Tottenham just, I think it's done damage something. And obviously got Caddington at the time of recording on tomorrow, which will be a Tuesday, and that's going to be another really tough fixture for them. It's going to be another one where they're playing another physical side, and I can see a 3 loss on the bounce coming in, to be honest with you. This is a very ugly performance. I need to forget this quickly. Luckily I am immortalising it for them and posting it on YouTube for all to see, so hopefully they can look back on this as a kind of like a learning curve, a bit of maturity coming in maybe, especially if some players just misplaced passes and so on. It's a weak mentality today. Lovely bit of play there. Just across, just again. That's from Lucas, straight into the keeper's hands. It's just, again, getting somewhere, just not getting that final bit. More ball flipping down there from Beckett. Lovely ball in there. Foul. Initially probably a handball, but given as a foul now, penalty for Stony. At this point they were 1-0 down, so a penalty would be massive to level the game. Just see the Newport player giving his keeper some words of wisdom, words of advice, whatever it may be. See how well those words of advice pay off. Just see, just doing a bit of a cramping there, stretching up the player. Can't quite see who it is. Looks like Connor. Connor actually came off injured after probably about half an hour. Got replaced by Finlay, who, considering they played about 3 or 4 games this season, came on, did superb, really rallying the boys together. And a lot of definitely an aerial presence as well, although being one of the shortest players on the pitch. You can just see Dan Rothwell, it's his penalty. Not overly sure why, but I mean it's a very good save from the keeper, but it was pretty clear and cut where he was going. But another big save from the keeper there. It's just, this keeper did have a wild year first half, to be fair, and then had nothing to do in the second. Here we are. Another corner here for Stony though. It was actually, I believe, played short, and then the ball in was just wasteful. Story of Stony's half, really. Another attack here though, as they got on their front foot for another time. Didn't get on front foot many times, but they've won a corner. all put in, just clipped away there. It was straight into the keeper's hands. Got Abdul getting forward, tries to play a ball in, just into the keeper's hands again. Yeah, it's just the wrong ball in the wrong place, to be honest with you. Story of their half. Wrong ball, wrong place, suicide balls, all that kind of thing. Stony on the attack here again. Big clip in. Harnessy bounces out for a throw. Down by the dugout there. Good defending there from Stony. With a big header, Caesar. Then get on the front foot. As it's just a heavy ball there. Takes his man on. That's what you think, just try and win a corner. Just no. Ball in. Header. Abdul, can he finish? Good save, just rolls over the keeper's chest really. But for another corner, Stony did have probably the most corners in the game, I would say. Ironically, probably their weakest. They are quite a small team, not really big players. I mean, Shaf and Abdul probably the tallest, I imagine. Ball over everyone though. Never harm anyone. They do need to work on set pieces, defending them and scoring them.
Let's just get on a point there, yeah? Because that is the single worst half of football you've played this season. Somehow, that was awful. Somehow we're only 1-0 down, somehow. And we've just got to get like things right, yeah? When we try to get the ball over the room, right, the wings we must say weren't the play anyway, but over means over, not fucking on them. The reason they're winning every fucking header, because the ball's coming 5 yards fucking short of them, they're fucking coming onto it, they're fucking steamrolling them. And just like Tono, I'm afraid, boys, you are getting fucking beat up to a man. Yeah, physically. We are. It's the truth of it. They want it miles more than you. Now, if you are fatigued because we've had a game today, you need to put your hand up, because all I see is a lazy. Yeah, you're either lazy as fuck or you are fatigued. You need to fucking start being honest with yourself. Yeah, because that was bad, boys. That was really bad. Yeah? And I'm generalising here, yeah? Because when you talk about it as a team. You say, I was fucking trying, I was working hard. Yeah, and when I mean playing bad, I don't mean working, I mean we're losing the ball constantly. We're not winning. So when you're not winning your battles, fucking we better keep the ball when we have it. But because we're not playing that either, it don't help. So you can lose your battle, but when you've got the ball, we're linking up nicely with this. When we pass the ball 1-2 touch, we're actually keeping it. The width is there. But we're trying, like we did in the warm-up, boys, people taking 4, 5 touches. Then we have to pass backwards. The amount of times we've hit the ball across our own fucking box, across and get cut out, we're just getting bullied everywhere. So man, we're not winning this game at all. Everyone agree? Disagree? Agree. Yeah, somehow it's fucking 1-0. Yeah, we've allowed their keeper to get confidence up, we've allowed their back forward to get some confidence up, because first fucking thing we did, the keeper played a through ball, one ball through to Roffey, keeper stayed at home, and then the first corner, and after that we allowed him to settle. We didn't press them, we didn't put them under pressure. Now I know it's difficult because the pitch is that wide, yeah? You're getting the 2 forwards press the 2 centre backs, it's literally out wide and they're playing, yeah? But then that's taking 3 players straight out of our team, so they're not playing because they're just Yeah, the front two of the in cam just getting, because they're just playing it wide, coming around them, and they're not in the game anymore. So we need to come off those two fucking centre backs. We need to just let them have the ball, because we're not really pressing them. Roffey's winning multiple flicks, and we're not doing enough with that. We're not gambling, we're not thinking that ball's coming over, we can go, we're not doing that. We're just not putting enough work rate in. End off. We need to start filling that midfield up. Boys, and the running back, oh my god. We're losing the fucking ball when you're just fucking walking back. Oh, well, that's someone else. We did fuck, you lost the ball, go and fucking win it back. We've lost the ball, let's run back, let's fucking work hard. Yeah, they're playing at 1-2, no one's following their man, they're just playing at 1-2, drifting off the other. It's just hard everywhere. We need to up it massively. And the reason the game's winnable, and it is easily winnable, because all that dominance, 1-0. That's it. And we've had chances, we've had sniffs, yeah? The pitch is that wide, we should be using that. We should be in, once we get the ball wide, let's get the ball in early. Because every time we get it wide, we've delayed the cross, and how many times the keeper just had an easy catch? Because we're getting so deep into the box and it's becoming a pressurised cross, and it's just easy for the keeper. Feeds the ball in there early. We're panicking at the back, we're trying to clear our lines, we can't do that. Yeah, and that was with the wind. Yeah, the goal could have been avoided fucking several times. Yeah, Lucas not doing fucking suicide ball into you, somehow you got away with it, it got recycled, and then you've got stuck between going and coming, and it's killing us. But you've got stuck, and we should all be going fucking ball. Yeah, I'm going to win it. We should all be, but you said they're going to go out to put in where's the middle. Yeah, in the middle is how I'm working, and it's killing us. Anything, Joe?
Really. Honest, that was fucking shocking from every single fucking one of them.
That is worse.
You can go from the back. I'm going to tell you right now, from the fucking back. You come out with a fucking ball. You're going 100 miles per hour. Slow it down. Look for a player in blue instead of fucking just hitting it long. Give it to someone's fucking feet. Josh, you stop turning your fucking back when you're going up for the ball. You're turning every time. You're losing it. Head the fucking thing forward, right? To feet. Abdul, mate. You've got a bit more running, mate. Honest. Fucking, they're bullying you off that ball. Fucking start using your body in that. Get in there. Fucking, Cam. No, come on, right. You two, right, you've done a corner over there, right, short corner. What happened again? You've gone in the space, you've tried to beat the fucking player. Either give it back to him. On the other side, you've done it. Lucas was there, you fucking passed it straight back to him. And he got it over. Well, either do that, because it's no fucking good. Either don't do it, and then, like I said, you've done a good corner. How many times this season have we said, someone, peel off, come around the fucking back? You have got acres and acres of fucking time. We had, someone could, thank you very much. You could do it. Come on, just peel off, come around the back. We need someone there. But no, everyone goes fucking forward. And the ball, thank you very much.
I'll tell you the other thing, you said about playing out and back. It's like, we'll pass the ball short to Shaq, whoever it might be, to Luke. They pass it on, and then your first thing you do is you run forward. You've got to go, if you pass it to fucking Paul, if you pass to Shaq, you've then got to drop off and be another option. But we don't. As soon as you pass it to your teammate, you run forward, and then they've got to go long. Because no, yeah? And then the person who's, if you drop off and a player comes with you, that then leaves the space in the middle to pass the ball in. But we're not. We're passing it and going forward. Yeah, if you want to create space in front of you, you've got to drop off more. And that way, if they don't want to come to you, you can pass your ball free. If they do want to come to you, then there's space in behind you to pass the ball to. But it's like players don't want the ball. Yeah? Just one more play. So we went 1-0 down, and this is not about killing. We went 1-0 down, we kicked off. Ball come back to you, Cam. 4 or 5 touches, then out to Lucas. The ball comes to you, go out to Lucas. Yeah, because you take a kick off, ball comes to you, they close the space, they close it. But 4 or 5 touches goes to Lucas, it's got no space. Next pass backwards, goes to you, straight to Lucas, then there's space. We pass earlier, give your teammates what we're doing is dribbling it, then we give it to a teammate. The whole time the space is being closed down. When we have to play 1-2 touch Lucas and come down that right side, it's easy. As soon as we get out wide, get it in. Do you know what? I can't stress enough how one-sided the game was to the score. It's 1-0. They've got fat lads all over the pitch. We are. They've played just as many games as you. We need to fucking up it to a man.
Guys, you know that pitch, it's a hard pitch, right? Even with throw-ins. Passes, make sure the ball, it's a good ball, the flag can kill it. But we're doing even throw-ins, passes, it's bouncing. We've got control it then, but then next minute you've got someone up your fucking arse getting a decent ball in every fucking time.
Strong as well.
Yeah, strong, come on guys.
Get pushed around it. Right, cool. Think you got to go?
Arms then.
Huh?
Arms then.
No, that's the mate.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oi, come on, man.
Oi,
Come on.
we need to fuck it up this big time, yeah? Right, we are going forward at the back. And I'll tell you why. Because they're playing 2 up, the pitch is that wide, forward is getting dragged out, fucking Shaftly's being pulled over as well, Josh is being left 2 on 1, yeah? We go forward at back. The 2 centre backs, you do not fucking leave centre back. You don't get pulled fucking out here. You stay centre back. Got me? You stay there. 2 centre backs. Got it? Right. Okay. So change players down in. So Shaft, 40, 2 centre backs. They've got 2 forwards. They're going to try and physically control it up. Both beat your forward. Do not let spin. Don't worry about anyone else. Beat your 2 forwards. Josh stay on the left, Lucas stay on the right. Lucas, grab be aware now, push out your defending now, yeah? Here's the thing, first 10 minutes, let's just sit back and keep this form rock solid, be strong. Yeah? Fucking did it early. Finn, Jack, in the middle. Here's the thing, Jack, I don't want you sitting, and you Finn, when we do it, we need to be strong. Yeah? We need to be strong, we need to be fucking out. Yeah? Actually, I'll tell you. Yeah, Vic, you can push up there, mate, yeah? Push into that thing, you can forward. Let's get some shots at this fucking keeper. Alright? Now, this is where I take it. Cam, you're going to be your 9. Yeah? Abdul, Rafi, you're going to have to be the wingers, yeah? I need some fucking running off you. Get forward when you fucking can. Give me a big 10. Abdul, give me a big 10. Fucking work hard. Rafi, so this 3 needs to be a fucking free in attack when we go forward. These 2 need to fucking get back and work. And this is very simple, yeah? If Abdul comes up here to attack and you're here, Cam, and we lose the ball, that's fucking you. What you can't be is he has to fucking come all the way back while we're doing this. What I can't have, they're playing so quickly, goal kicks and everything, that these 3 are just taking their fucking sweet time. Right? Oh yeah, we're in the rush, boys. We need the breather. Rocky playing the right, nice and strong. Keep doing this thing. Can get on the fucking ball. Yeah. Hold it up, try and feed him in. It's fucking working, yeah? Right.
Welcome, as you join for a much shorter second half. Wasn't really a lot to write home about, but Stony 2 are on the attack here. Harmless. Absolutely harmless. I did have a lot of issues with the dugout cam during the second half. I definitely missed a few goals. Newport did go on to score 3 in this half, but probably fortunately for Stony, none of them caught on film. Stony on the attack, it's just the right ball with no people there, right ball, wrong time, just it's a frustration thing. It's really, 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 really frustrating. And as an attendee in this game in Stony's favour, it's just a frustrating watch. No, I believe that probably ended a goal, that attack there from Newport, to be honest. I feel like every attack was a goal. Adam definitely did play a little bit of a part in it. Getting dispossessed, just watching the ball kind of trundle into his own net. Tough watch for Adam, to be honest, but there we go, free kick taken quickly there, and ball in, a bit of head tennis, and it's just a very poorly hit ball, heading away from the goal, which is really what you don't need when you're trailing by a goal or 4. The best way of coping is by making jokes about it. But Stony just get on the attack here. It's just too much on that initial ball. Makes it a very difficult cross, and just no one attacks the cross. I mean, Victor probably got the closest. Number 4 there, there's just nothing you can do. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but here we are, go again. As Stony attack. Well, a few attacks of the second half, really. They lose out. And it's a free kick. Newport's way, although Lucas did get hit in the, I believe it was the eye or nose. So yeah, Luke down there, the other injured goalkeeper currently. Put a water ball in there, sneakily, trying to hide it. Very cheeky. Good throw there. Lucas has got a very powerful throw on him, very hard. Can throw quite far, to be fair. Getting a bit of a credit to G. Ball in. Oh, agonisingly close to getting Stony's goal. Stony have got one of the highest scoring rates in the league, but also one of the worst defences. So they're really competing with themselves. This is one of the few games where they didn't score. Would have been nice to see a goal. Maybe worth my £3.40 train fare. But yeah, that's what it is. Go shot there, just blocked, and then a bit of complaining there from Langford, but you can't really blame him. It's a frustrating afternoon against very resolute Newport, to be honest. So it got a bit lighter there. All of a sudden, the sun came out. Sun was shining. Adam clips it long. Throw in there. Play back to the goalkeeper. The foot race now, bit of obstruction there, a bit of a fight breaks out. Nothing much in it, just a bit of pushing and shoving, a bit of name calling, and everyone getting a bit too involved, really. There's not really much I can say that hasn't already been said. Stony were just off the pace. Even in the warm-up, they were just so far off the pace. They were slow on the ball, slow off the ball. The pressing wasn't there, to be honest. The introduction of Finn was probably the best thing that could have happened in that game. He had intensity. He's my man of the match, me personally. He had the intensity. He tried to rally the group and get them to get something from the game, even if it was just a goal or two. Unfortunately, nothing really happened. It's just one of those days that I think the penalty save from the Newport Padnell goalkeeper really put a dent in the confidence as well. And I think they're obviously missing Woolley, missing Riley, Adam being injured, the goalkeeper. It's a tough one. It's a really, really tough one. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that Stony could have done that game. The half-time team talk should have rallied them. Half-time team talk should have put that little flare up their arse and explode them into the distance. But I just never really got them going. They never really got going. May as well have not really turned up. Me personally, I enjoyed watching the game. I thought it was a good game for the neutral. Some very good attacking football in there by Newport Padnell Development. Seeing the introduction of obviously Dan Watson, thank you for the lift. And Finn as well. Beckett was a decent introduction, although he was again very slow in the warm-up. The team never really got going, which is unlike them considering they won 6-0 against Bovingdon and beat a very tough Sarat side. But the next time I'll see them is when they play MKI Rezzies at Manor Fields. To be honest, if they don't get anything from Tuesday's game against Caddington, I don't see them really getting much from that game. Reserves are probably going to use a lot of first team players. And yeah, with MKI's reserves being quite a resolute side at the moment, I think they're on a 4-game winning, like sort of 4-game unbeaten run. I'm not hoping for a lot. They got Padbury after that winnable game. New Bradford St Peter, very tough game. But I think they need to forget this one quickly. This needs to be forgotten now. They need to move on. They need to focus on Caddington. And then if that one goes bad, forget that quickly. They need to pick themselves up for Saturday. Saturday's an important game. Just try and get that top half finish. But yeah, tough watch for a Stony fan. And also didn't film post-match team talk. I was asked not to. I obviously have to respect that. But sum it up, it was a lot of disappointment in that dressing room, a lot of discontent with the game. I will say though, on a different note, I thought the refereeing was very good. I thought he was fair. He did let some things go, but he levelled it. He was fair on both teams. He let things go for both sides. I thought he was a very good ref. We've seen him before. Can't think of his name right now. I think it's Ron. Very good referee at this level. But yeah, 4-0 loss. Can't say much else. But fingers crossed they can pick up on Tuesday. Big fingers crossed, because they're going to need it. They really need it if they want to beat MCAR's reserves. Tough loss today. What do you make of the game?
I need to forget it, mate. There's not a lot to make from it, really. From minute one, we weren't at it. I don't know if the boys, we can't use excuses for seeing a lot of games at the time, but they've done the same. They just wanted it more, hungrier for it. First to every ball, second to everything, and just said to the boys in the change room, you go into games with guys to be easy than Tuesday or whatever, and actually you can't choose when to play and not to play. So if you're thinking a game starts well and they're playing better than us, and we think, right, we're going to up it. You can't up it. You've got to pick the right mentality at the start of the game, and we just didn't, and they were better than us, and that's it, really.
So Connor came off injured midway through the first half. How serious is that injury looking?
I hope, well, talking to him, I think it is just it's a recurrence of a little bit of the last weekend, but I reckon it's just the amount of games, seriously, volume of games, but the same that everyone else has to put up with, really. So yeah, important player. Hopefully he's back soon.
Dan Woolley was also missing today.
Same thing. Groin, mate, too much work. I know he's got to do a marathon as well, so that on top of football and the exercise, it's just too much in a short period of time. And boys now start to pick up injuries, so it just shows that as they get older, they need to keep themselves fitter, exercise better, less being silly, stretching right and all the right things. So.
We're at the business end of the season as well, and you've got 4 games left. How do you reckon your retention's going to be for the squad?
Well, based on how we play, mate, we'll probably win 2 comfortably and get battered into. It's just us. The last 6 games, I think, a 4-0 loss today and 2 3-0 losses, and in between it all, some good wins. Some a 6-0 at Bovingdon, and we can score goals when we want to score goals. When we're on top, we're really good, and when we're under the cosh, our mentality needs to be better.
Do you reckon you're going to keep most of the squad together from this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, judged on that performance, where else they're going to stop playing football. Based on that, we're better than that. We've got to finish higher than we did last year, and surely the goal is to finish higher than that again the following year. So, hopefully that's the mentality. Bad loss today, but we'll see how we go.
You got Caddington on Tuesday, then MCAR on the Saturday. 2 very, very tough games back to back.
Yeah.
How are you prepping for that?
Both away. There's not a lot you can do. It's a prep rise. All you can do is say to the boys, go and rest. Can't train. It's difficult to fit in a training session, especially when you're playing Tuesday, Saturday, and the boys are already tired, so you won't be doing a lot. So it's literally about the boys looking after self, make sure they're doing right, make sure they exercise right, just keep yourself fit and hopefully we'll go again on Tuesday.
Obviously you lost today, but could you give a top performer for the game?
I think Finn, when he come on with the right attitude, I think he tried to drive everyone else with it. I think a lot of other people looking within and beating themselves up, or maybe trying to go about their own work. Yeah, Finn was trying to pump everyone up and get going, so yeah. It's nice to have him back when he's back, but 2 games that Portsmouth's played and it's only beating him both, so.
Big win today.
Yep.
What do you make of the game?
I thought, first half was quite a close game. We went 1-0 up for a good finish from Jakey, our centre forward. Obviously Stony then get the penalty. Good save from our keeper, kept it at 1-0. So at half time I said to the boys, we need to push on. The next goal becomes really important. I thought second half we dominated the game, kept the ball well, got 4 goals, clean sheet, so yeah, happy.
Obviously, you've only been here since November.
Yeah.
How do you think the lads have adapted to your style?
I think they're getting there. I think a lot of the lads have got, obviously it's a development side, so a lot of the lads are quite young, and making that transition from youth football into adult senior football can be difficult. So we've had a few kind of tough days at the office, but I think they're slowly getting there and maturing as the games go by.
You've got some very stand-up players, like I believe it's Jude.
Yeah.
Stand-up player, I've seen him play quite a lot this season. How often do you bring players down from the first team down to development?
I've got quite a good relationship. So Cam and Aaron run our first team. They used to run our development sides. I've got a good relationship with those guys, and we do look. Obviously, it's a development side. The aim is to get some of the players into the first team, but we do have probably 6 to 8 players that rotate between the first team and development side, which is good because you've got to balance the opportunity to be involved in the first team squad, but also playing minutes which they can get in my side for the devs.
Obviously, you've had on and off season, not quite reaching the heights you did last season. What were your expectations when you took over in November?
To be honest, it was a little bit of kind of stabilisation and a little bit half an eye on next year. So we're gonna finish. I think we played 27, won 9, drew 9, lost 9. So kind of mid-table side this year. Next year we're looking to kind of bring some more youngsters through, but really build. So this year was all about really building for next year.
Who was your stand-up performer for this game?
I thought, there was 2 players that I would call out. Probably not the goal scorers that you're going to say, but I think our centre half, Alfie Kane, he's a leader. He's only 19 years of old, really, really solid. And in the middle, Bobby Knight, who I asked today to do something different in the middle to help us be a bit more competitive. I thought he won the ball really well and got around the park. So Bobby and Alfie for me.
You've only got 4 games left of the season. What are you hoping to get from these games?
I always say that, almost treat every, we lost the cup semi-final down here a couple of weeks ago. We had 8 league games left, and because we're gonna, we're not gonna win the league, we're not getting relegated. We had like a bit of a mini league focus over the last 8 games, so we're aiming to win 6 of the last 8. I think we've won 3 now, so we've got to try and get 3 more wins out of the last 4.
Also, it's hard to get people through the door for a development side or reserve side. What would you say for people coming to maybe watch the development side?
I think we're trying to build a thing here at the club where there's a natural pathway. We've got some very good youth sides that come through that play at a very high standard of youth, and this is the stepping stone that we try and give. And I think if you're a young player trying to come through, ultimately you want to be playing as high level as you can, and the aim of this side is to give guys that pathway to get into ultimately the first team and play at a high level. So anyone that comes down that's a young age and works hard and will get involved in the club, then you'll get given opportunities.
On that note, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to Stony Stratford, as they've let me film their games and let me speak to their manager Dan Gurlin. But a big thank you to MPTFC Development for letting me interview their manager as well, and let me come down, put a camera behind the goal, put a camera in the dugout, and let me get into the ground early, take some lovely photos, which will be on my Twitter, which is linked below. But yeah, if you enjoyed this one, make sure you check in next week as Stony face off to a very tough MKH reserve side for their final 3 PM kickoff of the season. But yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll see you then. Peace.